I grew up with Motörhead, so this is really interesting. So I stumbled onto Sabaton about 4 months ago, around there I think, and yeah, I've had the distinct pleasure of getting to know these Swedish history buffs a little bit. I've taken a bit of a slow burn route with these guys, a few studio tracks with my own history analysis, because I actually love history and I find it really cool. So like on the Swedish pagans reaction I did a little bit of a deep dive into the Vikings with my own little quirky take on it. Yeah, it's a bit of fun really. But also when I was looking at the Red Baron song and Carolus Rex, yeah, a little bit more serious and a bit more of a deep dive into the actual cold facts, historical facts, you know. But really interesting. And of course, getting to know the music as well. And I've been, let's say, becoming accustomed to the style of Sabaton, which has been great. But yeah, I know over these last few months, I've had loads of comments. And yeah, I know it's kind of like repeating, but so many people saying, man, why haven't you checked out their music videos? Yeah. Well, now's the time. So I've been asked to do this particular track and music video. And what's exciting is that it's a cover of that amazing Motörhead track 1916, which was brilliant when it came out. I am a big Motörhead fan. I grew up surrounded by Motörhead music from the late 70s onwards. So they're a very special band to me, you know. Lemmy was an absolute legend and will always be an absolute legend. I mean, in terms of calling him unique, that probably doesn't go far enough because, yeah, the guy was the true embodiment of rock and roll, man, really. So I have huge amount of respect and nostalgia and love of Motörhead music. I listened to most of Motörhead between late 70s to early 90s. That was my period, really. And obviously going to see them throughout the 80s as well. So I've seen, you know, certain lineup changes as well. So I'm really looking forward to this cover because it's a very important band to me personally, the original. And I'm so looking forward to seeing one of the famous Sabaton music videos that I've heard about so many times, and we're going to do it today. All right. Okay. What are we in London? That's Joachim, right?
Old when I went to the war to fight for a land fit for heroes. God on my side and a gun in my hand, chasing my days down to zero. And I marched and I fought and I bled and I died, and I never did get any older. But I knew at the time that a year in the line was a long enough
different
life for a
type of soldier.
Shoulder to shoulder, our thirst for the hun, we were food for the gun, and that's what you are when you're soldiers.
Okay. Motörhead. This is
My friend cried, and he sank to his knees, coughing blood as he screamed for his mother. And I fell by his side, and that's how we died, clinging like kids to each other. And I lay in the mud, and the guts and the blood, and I wept as his body grew colder. And I called for my mother, and she never came, though it wasn't my fault, and I wasn't to blame. And the day's not half over, the 10,000 slain, and now there's nobody remembers our name. And that's how it is for a soldier.
That was brilliant. Huh? I'm kind of speechless. Such a great cover. As an old Motörhead fan, actually incredibly poignant to see Phil Campbell and Mickey D. To be honest, like I said, most of my Motörhead years were late 70s to 80s, but I remember when Mickey D came on board, and he was a great addition to the band. But I tell you what, I reckon Lemmy would have been really proud of this cover by Sabaton. It's so well done, huh? And the video, I had shivers, man. When you guys said, try their music videos, I genuinely didn't expect it to be this good. Talk about powerful. And the whole message. I mean, yeah, you see the soldiers from different eras here as well, right? But it doesn't take away from the story thread of the original song of 1916. It's very clear. Blimey. There's nothing, I won't add anything regarding historical context, because the music and the video capture everything perfectly. I mean, reading those captions at the end about whole communities lost. I will share something personal with you guys. My own grandpa, who's no longer with us, he volunteered as a submariner during the Second World War. And in his Royal Navy training, he made good friends with 5 guys. And a lot of submariners were sent down to the Pacific in that area. My grandfather told me when they would go on shore leave, very often they were able to find themselves in this one particular place in Australia, which was I think it was used by the Royal Navy. I think it was like the northwest of Australia, around that area. And it was like a base that they used. And the guys used to, they would always try and meet up in one particular spot. And they used to do that. And as my grandpa told me, one time closer to the end of the war, he turned up and he was the last one left. And I know it's not significant to the First World War, but seeing different soldiers from different eras, and this is about comradeship but loss, and it just reminded me of my own grandfather's story about turning up and being the only one left, you know. Yeah, that was impressive, man. Genuinely. That was something else.